Hello and welcome everyone. This is something a little bit different on the podcast channel where I'm going to be talking about my comic book collection. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about my comic book collection. We're going to be talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought this would be a nice introduction to my collection since not a lot of books are involved. It's pretty short. And I hope you guys enjoy. So why don't we get started? The first book that we're going to talk about is the beginning of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And you'll see some changes as we go along with each one of these books. So let's start off with Marvel Superheroes number 18, the first appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the first appearance of Major Victor Astro, the first appearance of Charlie 27, and the first appearance of Martinez. It's also the first appearance of this character, and you may not recognize him. This is Yondu. He looks a lot different. And of course the entire team looks different. That's because this is from 1968. This is the first appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy, so it wasn't the one that we see in the movies. But a very nice pickup for this part of the collection. Next up, we have Marvel Presents number 3. This is the first solo story featuring the Guardians of the Galaxy. This ran for a few issues in this title. And yes, the entire team does look different as well. Now let's get into the main members of the Guardians of the Galaxy that you see in the movies. So each one of them has a different first appearance in different titles, and they're kind of expanded out across a lot of titles in Marvel. So let's start with Marvel Preview number 4. This is the first appearance of Star-Lord. This is a different format than the regular comic book format. This is a magazine format. It has a different size, different number of pages, different artwork. As you can see, it's more painted. He first appears in comic books in Marvel Spotlight number 5 or 6. So yeah. First appearance of Star-Lord. Next up is a book that has a lot of first appearances in them, and we're only going to talk about one that's for the Guardians of the Galaxy, but there's another big one in this one. This is Iron Man number 55. This is the first appearance of Drax the Destroyer. He is here on the cover. But this is also the first appearance of Thanos, and the first appearance of several other characters like Star Fox, but doesn't really matter. The first appearance of Drax the Destroyer and first appearance of Thanos are the ones that make this book really, really hot. This book has room to grow even more because Drax will be coming back in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So keep an eye out for this book. Next up is a book that's similar to Star-Lord's first appearance, because Star-Lord first appeared in a magazine version. So did this character. He appeared in a magazine, Marvel Preview 7, but he's not on the cover or anything. And he's actually called Rocky Raccoon instead of Rocket Raccoon. This is Rocket Raccoon's first appearance in comic books. Incredible Hulk 271. This has him on the cover as well. And I think this is honestly a better cover. I mean, Marvel Preview number 7 is not the best cover, and it has Zatanna on the front, so it doesn't really show Rocket Raccoon. But this one at least shows him on the cover, and I do love this cover. Next up, we have Strange Tales number 180. This is the first appearance of Gamora. No, that is not Gamora on the front, but she is in this story. This is her first full appearance. And this has room to grow as well because Gamora will be returning in Guardians Volume 3, we hope. It's kind of uncertain because of the events of Avengers Endgame, but we shall see. This book is pretty awesome. Last book regarding the Guardians of the Galaxy team, we have Avengers Number 257. This is the first appearance of Nebula. This is actually the least expensive book of all of them. You can get this for probably like $20 or $30. It's not that expensive. And she's not on the cover, she's in the story, but a really nice, easy key to get. And the last two books I'm going to show you are the two villains that we have seen in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Let's start off with Fantastic Four, number 65. This is the first appearance of Ronan the Accuser, who was in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 movie, and was also in Captain Marvel. He was a servant to Thanos, which we had talked about earlier, and yeah, pretty easy. Pretty easy book to get. The last one is a nice one as well, in my opinion. It's actually not the character's first appearance in general. There's a cameo appearance he makes in the previous issue, but this is his first full appearance. Thor number 133. This is the first appearance of Ego, the Living Planet. He's on the cover right there. It's a beautiful cover, beautiful cover. And yeah, first appearance of Ego, the Living Planet. And I know I left some characters and keys out, like I missed the first appearance of Mantis, which is Avengers 112. I haven't been able to find that one yet. I have not been able to find Groot's first appearance, which is Tales to Astonish 13. It's a very early Silver Age book from like early 1960s. And that's a hugely expensive book. And it's not even the Groot that we know, the one that has I am Groot all the time. That he says full sentences in this version, so it's not the Groot that we have come to know and love. And I also don't have the first appearance of the team of the Guardians of the Galaxy that we see in the movies, which first appeared in Annihilation Conquest number 6. A pretty easy book to get as well. Not very difficult to get the first appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy from the movies. It's like $25, $30 raw. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all that I have to show you for this. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, and please leave a comment if you want to see any other characters, any other titles, any other keys. I have a plethora of comic books that I could be able to show off to you. And until next time, stay nerdy.